want to make one thing clear before I start. My mum is not the kind of person who would ever intentionally put me in danger. She's soft-spoken, overly generous, and way too trusting of online shopping, which is probably why all of this happened. Last year, I asked for one thing for Christmas: a life-size animatronic clown decoration I saw in a Halloween store right before they closed for the season. I've always loved horror props, especially clowns. I told her I wanted something scary, something that would freak out my friends. She couldn't find it anywhere, not in the store, not online, not in any reseller groups. But a week before Christmas, a package showed up on our porch, a huge one, at least 7 feet tall, wrapped in plain brown paper with no company name, no return label, not even postage, just sitting there like someone dropped it off silently and left. My mum assumed it was the clown I'd been begging for and decided to save it as my big gift. I wish she hadn't. I wish she never brought it inside. My mum let me open one gift early, since it was Christmas Eve. She dragged the giant package into the living room while I sat on the carpet, excited like a little kid. The moment she set it down, a faint thud came from inside. We both paused. My mom chuckled it off. These big props always shift around. Go on, open it. I tore through the paper. Inside was a tall figure wrapped in plastic. A clown. Pale white face, massive grin, huge painted eyes, red hair frizzed out wildly. It was holding a large carnival mallet, and its head was turned slightly downward like it had been packed in a hurry. I laughed. It was perfect. But right away, something felt different. Most animatronic clowns have loose plastic bodies. You can feel the hollow inside when you tap them. But when I touched this one's arm through the plastic, it felt firm, heavy, like a mannequin or a person. My mom must have noticed my hesitation. It looks so real, doesn't it? She said. I nodded, though I suddenly felt uneasy. That's when I noticed the clown's eyelids weren't painted on. They were actual molded lids that looked slightly moist. Too realistic. My mom didn't notice. She just smiled and said she couldn't believe she found one. I should have asked where, how, why it had no tags or paperwork or packaging, but I didn't. Around 12:45 a.m., after everyone went to bed, I went back downstairs to grab some water. That's when I noticed the clown wasn't standing where we left it. We originally leaned it against the wall by the tree, but now it was standing fully upright in the center of the living room, facing the staircase, pointing the mallet upward. I froze. I thought maybe my mom moved it and just didn't tell me. But that didn't explain the new position of the arms. The mallet now lifted like it was mid-swing. I backed away slowly and whispered toward the stairs. Mom. No answer. The clown's eyes gleamed slightly from the reflection of the Christmas lights. They looked almost focused. I turned around to go upstairs, and behind me, something lightly tapped the floor. A single step. I whipped back around. The clown was still inches from where it stood. If it moved barely. But the mallet was angled differently. I wasn't imagining it. Okay, I whispered shakily. It's animatronic. It's motion activated. But the room was silent. No motor sounds. No whirring. Just stillness. I ran back upstairs and locked my bedroom door. At 2:30 a.m., I woke up to a noise outside my bedroom. A low, raspy giggling. Not playful, not electronic. It sounded breathy, human. I sat up, heart pounding, listening. Then the floors creaked, one board at a time, like something heavy was shifting its weight in the hallway. Then something knocking on my bedroom door. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. Another tap. Then a whisper, deep and scratchy. Let me in. I want to play. My throat tightened. That was not my mom. That was not animatronic audio. I grabbed my phone with shaking hands and dialed 911. While the operator answered, the voice outside the door shifted, rising into a giggling moan. I know you're awake in there. I covered the phone and backed away from the door as quietly as I could. The operator told me to stay calm, stay hidden, and stay on the line. The clown started scratching the door slowly with what sounded like metal, maybe the corner of the mallet. Then, it rammed the door once. I screamed. My mum's bedroom door flew open, and she yelled my name. The clown instantly sprinted down the hallway. Heavy, fast, not mechanical at all. My mum saw it too. She slammed her door shut, locked it, and screamed for me to run to the bathroom and lock myself in. I did. From inside the bathroom, I heard chaos in the hallway. Footsteps, the clown's wheezing laughter, my mom crying, the sound of wood splitting somewhere in the house. The 911 operator stayed calm through the entire thing. Police are on the way. Stay locked in. Do not open that door. It felt like forever, but maybe 5 minutes later, I heard the front door burst open. Officers stormed the house, shouting commands. The heavy footsteps of the clown pounded toward the stairs. Something toppled. Glass shattered. My mum screamed again. Then a male officer shouted, "Stop! Freeze! Get down!" followed by a violent scuffle. Footsteps, more shouting, more crashing. Then finally, "We've got him. Get the cuffs. He's down." I didn't open the bathroom door until a female officer told me it was safe. When I came out, the sight that greeted me didn't feel real. The clown, still wearing the mask and costume, was pinned to the floor by 3 officers. Except it wasn't an animatronic prop. It wasn't even close. It was a man. A real man. Sweaty, wide-eyed, wearing a latex mask of a clown face that looked far too lifelike from a distance. Underneath the costume, he was dressed in black thermal clothing. He had elbow pads, knee pads, and a harness, like he'd climbed onto our porch. And in the burlap bag beside him, not props, not equipment, but zip ties, tape, a pocket knife, a lock-picking set, and a phone with dozens of pictures of our house. Pictures taken through the windows. My mom broke down crying when she saw it. The man was dragged outside while still laughing behind the mask, yelling through muffled breath, "You ordered me. You asked for me. I'm the gift. You wanted the clown." The officers forced him into the back of the police SUV and slammed the door. They told us he had been seen in 2 other neighborhoods, stalking houses where kids posted publicly about wanting horror props or clown decorations. He'd been using online marketplaces to find addresses. My mom's mystery package wasn't a gift. It was him, hiding inside, waiting for night. And the worst part, the detective told us the man admitted he'd been watching our house for weeks, studying our routines, waiting for Christmas Eve.